Hello, everyone! Welcome to Speak Smart English. I'm Elena, and we're excited to help you improve your English in a simple and fun way.
And I'm Steve.
Join us as we learn practical English you can use every day. Let's get started. Have you ever stood in a supermarket, needed help, and suddenly forgotten every English word you know?
Have you ever wanted to ask a simple question but stayed silent because you weren't confident?
What if I told you that after today's lesson, you'll be able to walk into any supermarket and speak English naturally using simple, everyday phrases?
And here's the best part. You don't need advanced grammar. You don't need hundreds of vocabulary words.
You only need a few powerful sentences that native speakers use every day.
Today, we're going to teach you exactly what to say when you're looking for products, asking about prices, talking to store employees, and paying at the checkout.
We'll also share common mistakes that many English learners make so you can avoid them immediately.
So don't skip ahead, because every section builds your confidence step by step.
By the end of this lesson, you'll be ready to have real supermarket conversations in English.
Let's get started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Smart English. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hey everyone, great to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know, I was at the supermarket yesterday and I realized how many useful English conversations happen there every day.
That's true. I had the same experience recently. I was looking for pasta sauce and I couldn't find it anywhere. Instead of walking around for 10 minutes, I asked an employee for help.
And that's exactly what today's lesson is about. We're learning practical English for supermarket situations.
By the end of today's lesson, you'll know how to ask for products, ask about prices, understand cashier questions, and sound more natural when shopping in English.
Before we begin, tell us in the comments, what's the last thing you bought at a supermarket?
We'd love to read your answers. And if you're enjoying these lessons, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Simple English Talks.
All right, let's move into our first section.
When you're shopping, the most important skill is asking for help. A simple formula is, excuse me, plus question. Here are some examples. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Excuse me, where are the eggs? Excuse me, do you sell fresh bread? Excuse me, can you help me find the rice? Notice that every sentence starts with excuse me. That's a polite way to get someone's attention. People use it every day. It sounds friendly and respectful. Let me ask you something, Steve. What do you usually say when you can't find an item? I usually say, excuse me, where can I find the coffee? It's simple and effective. Exactly. You don't need complicated English. Listeners, repeat after us. Where can I find the milk? Where can I find the bread? Where can I find the vegetables? We can also use negative forms. I can't find the milk. I can't find the eggs. They don't have the cereal I want. Can you say those sentences out loud? Try it now. The more you practice speaking, the more confident you'll become. Quick summary. Start with, excuse me. Ask a simple question, and don't worry about using perfect English. Now let's talk about asking for prices and information.
This is another common supermarket situation. Imagine you see a product, but there's no price tag. What can you say? You can ask, how much is this? How much does this cost? Is this on sale? Here's a quick conversation. Excuse me, how much is this? It's $5. Thank you. Very natural. You can also ask about discounts. Is there a discount on this item? Is this part of today's promotion? Let's compare informal and formal English. Informal. How much is this? More formal. Could you tell me the price of this item? Both are correct. The first one is more common in everyday shopping.
Here's a quick practice activity. Ask about a price. Ask about a discount. Ask about a payment method.
First, be polite. Second, speak clearly. Third, don't be afraid to ask again if you don't understand.
Great advice.
Write one price question in the comments and practice it today.
Excellent. Now let's move to checkout conversations.
The checkout area is where many short conversations happen.
For example, the cashier might ask, "Do you need a bag? Would you like a receipt? How would you like to pay?"
Your answers can be very short. Yes, please. No, thank you. By card. With cash.
Here's another example. "Would you like a bag?" "Yes, please." "Anything else today?" "No, that's all." Notice how polite these responses sound.
Tone matters too. Speak calmly and clearly.
Let's practice together. "Do you need a bag?" "Yes, please." "Would you like a receipt?" "No, thank you." Great. Say those responses out loud.
The goal is simple communication, not perfection. That's the key structure from this section.
Now let's talk about common mistakes.
I made plenty of these mistakes when learning languages. Me too. Everyone does.
Mistake number 1. Saying, "Where is milk?"
Better, where can I find the milk?
The first sentence isn't completely wrong, but it sounds unnatural.
Native speakers usually ask where they can find something.
Mistake number 2. How much this costs?
Correct. How much does this cost?
English questions often need helper verbs like do or does. Practice.
How much does this cost? How much does this cost?
Mistake number 2. How much this cost?
Correct. How much does this cost? English questions often need helper verbs like do or does.
Practice. How much does this cost? How much does this cost?
Mistake number 3. Give me a bag.
Better. Can I have a bag, please? Could I have a bag, please?
Politeness is important in English. The polite version sounds much friendlier.
Mistake number 4. I want a receipt.
Better. I'd like a receipt, please. It sounds softer and more natural. Here's a funny example. Imagine walking up to a cashier and saying, "Receipt."
It sounds like you're giving an order to a robot.
Exactly.
Remember, mistakes are part of learning.
Every mistake teaches you something valuable.
Time for interactive practice. Choose the correct sentence. Situation 1. You need help finding bread. Option A. Where can I find the bread? Option B. Where bread?
Option A is correct because it's a complete natural question.
Situation 2. You want to know the price.
Option A. How much does this cost? Option B. How much this cost? Option A is correct.
Situation 3. You need a shopping bag.
Option A. Can I have a bag, please? Could I have a bag, please? Option A is more polite. Situation 4. You want a receipt. Option A. I'd like a receipt, please. Option B. Receipt. Definitely option A. Situation 5. You need help. Option A. Excuse me, can you help me? Option B. Hey, you. Option A sounds much more respectful. Say every correct answer out loud. Then create your own supermarket sentence and write it in the comments. Remember, real communication is more important than perfect grammar. Today, we learned practical English for supermarkets. We covered 3 important areas: finding products, asking about prices, talking at the checkout. If you practice these phrases regularly, you'll feel much more confident during real conversations. Here's our final question for you. Which phrase from today's lesson are you going to use first? Tell us in the comments. We read as many comments as possible. And if this lesson helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to Simple English Talks. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing English every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Small steps lead to big progress. We believe in you. See you next time.